What's up, everyone? Forgot my hat, but it's okay. We are doing Super Bowl picks for the Super Bowl, obviously. Last game of the season. It's exciting. It's exciting. Um, Although you would like for your team to be in it, none of our teams are. It's a feeling though when you do get your team in it. You know, it's a different type of feeling. You're kind of more excited for it all day than you would be just two random teams like these teams, two random teams that don't really matter. But first off, let's get to last week. Let's talk about last week games real quick. Um,
You mean
we
two
had
weeks?
We could talk about the Pro Bowl and Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch
oh yeah, we could. Um,
and how him and Breeze just broke the world record for most one-handed catches in a minute. No, they did. I'm serious.
I didn't even get to watch the Pro Bowl. I was watching the Royal Rumble, so I didn't get to watch the Pro Bowl. Um, I saw some highlights of it though. Looks pretty. It looked like it was pretty decently competitive, I guess. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a glorified pickup game.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Um, as far as the Green Bay Packers and the Seahawks are concerned, I feel like it was just weird that the Seahawks ended up winning that game because they played just horrible the first like three quarters, and then like in the fourth quarter, everybody just woke up. They were like, "Oh yeah, the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. We should go ahead and actually play the game." So I thought the Packers were going to win. I feel like the Packers were playing well, and then they just let it slip away. Even it was just crazy, like the onside kick and everything. Casey, any thoughts on the Green Bay Packers game? It feels like it was forever ago. The Green Bay Packers and Seattle Seahawks feels like it was forever ago now. But any thoughts on that?
I I was surprised the Packers didn't win because they're such a, I don't want to say better team, but I feel like they have more experience on their team a little bit. Um, and they're more used to kind of being in that big spotlight, playoff, Super Bowl, that type of thing. So I thought they would have won, but we were, I guess, all wrong.
Yeah. Um, Andrew, thoughts on the Seahawks' big comeback at the end of the game there?
yeah, just like the both of y'all, I was super surprised. The Packers were in control of the whole game basically, and just to let it slide like that out of their hand, um, it was just crazy. I guess the 12th man really is a factor in football games.
I guess so.
That's the only thing I can think
Yeah,
of to
yeah. I don't know. It was crazy to see that kind of debacle happen like that. Speaking of debacles, and I apologize, Casey. Um, we had the Patriots just trounced on the Colts. And if you've watched the picks before, Casey is really high on his Colts. He called them the best team in life. I don't know if he said that specifically, but
They
he
are.
basically,
They are.
basically the greatest team of all time, always, regardless of what happens.
Yeah. I mean,
But they they did lose 47. No, not 47. 45-7.
yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It was that bad. Supposedly there was some cheating, but 45-7 still.
Deflate
Casey,
gate.
Casey, defend your team, man. I don't have words for this game. Defend your team, man. Defend.
Okay, I'm gonna go back before the whole deflate gate thing. You know, as much as it hurts me to say anything good about the Patriots ever, they came in and they played well. I don't know what it really was with us. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if it was really what was going on. We just didn't play like we could have. I mean, and it's nothing like, oh, they're a better team, because I really don't think the Patriots are general and necessarily a better team than the Colts. We just, it might have been psychological. We weren't ready. I don't know. A lot of people are saying, we're saying Deflate Gate, and that could have been a little bit of it, because when you're a professional athlete, I mean, you can tell like the difference between weight with a ball I mean, especially if you play football, as your career, you're gonna be able to say, hey, this is a little bit lighter. But I don't know. I don't think necessarily that was the big thing that kind of won them the game, or anything like that. You know, but they just came in and played better, and all I can say is we can wait till next year, and I'm sure we'll be in the playoffs next year because we've been in the playoffs for the past couple years. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I think the Patriots are a better team, but I think the Colts definitely have some things they can improve on, and you know, especially the running game. I feel like they could improve on that and not kind of have to put it all in Luck's hands all the time. It feels like. Andrew, thoughts on the game from a couple weeks ago, Colts and the
Yeah. Well, it's just like it has been the whole regular season. The Patriots have been an almost unbeatable team at home, and the Colts had to go in there, and they just did like y'all said, they just didn't play up to par. I do think the Colts have something with their running game though. I can't. I guess it was last year they made the trade for Trent Richardson, and I really think if they took some time and developed the guy, he could be a solid starting running back for them. I mean, he was a former first round pick for the Browns, so
yeah,
the
and he
guys.
was very effective too. You got to think when he was with the Browns too.
So I mean, they just got to implement him in their system. Maybe start running some plays geared towards just his playing style. And I think once they do that, if they can get Andrew Luck some pressure off his shoulders, I think they'll be a lot better. And
I
their defense doesn't even really have to improve that much. I mean, it wasn't like that great, but I mean they were subpar. And if you can have a subpar defense and a really good offense, you're going to win football games. So
Yeah. I think as far as Richardson goes, I think part of it was kind of the same with, when a lot of the rookies are, traded, the big guys, there's too much hype. I think when he was traded, there was too much hype. And, a lot of fans expected, really good uh, things from him. And we could get that, if you give him time. But everyone wanted it right then, and it just didn't happen, unfortunately. But I just think we definitely do need to work on some stuff, but I think we'll be there again next year.
Yeah, and I don't agree with the thing that a lot of Colts fans say that there's, or even more so, analysts say that the Colts have no talent. The only talent they have is like Andrew Luck, and I completely disagree with that because they have a talented running back. I don't think he fits the scheme. Either he doesn't fit the scheme or he's not ready yet. He's not adjusting well. I feel like they have talented wide receivers. They have a talented tight end, at least one talented tight end. The defense, they have a defensive-minded coach, so their defense is good enough to do anything they need to do. Um, I just don't agree with that. Casey, you have any thoughts on that? I don't agree with
I
they
just
don't have
don't think we've
talent.
ever had, we've never had like the big flamboyant players, so I think that's why people kind of overlook us. Like we never had the um to type wide receiver. We just have guys that go out and they do their job. Um, and I mean, yeah, Reggie Wayne's getting older. We had some newer receivers that needed to learn a little bit, but I think they're doing really well. Um, as far as our offense in general, I think we're good, and our defense isn't bad. But I I think the analysts just kind of nitpick too much. They want to look for that big star guy that we don't necessarily have, but I don't think we need to.
Yeah. I Let's get to the Super Bowl. That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
Wait,
We
what
come.
about the Pro Bowl?
No one cares about that Pro Bowl. um, let's talk the Super
I
Bowl.
care. Luck was in the Pro Bowl. And T.Y. Hilton.
How
Okay,
much
let's
of the
do the Super Bowl.
how much of the Pro Bowl did you really watch though?
I actually didn't.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Thank you. Proving my point.
I watched
Um,
the draft. That was it.
but let's talk the Super Bowl. We got the Seattle Seahawks going up against the New England Patriots. Unfortunately, not the game I would have wanted, but it gets that way. I don't know who Josh would have picked if he was here, but I feel like he would have picked the Seahawks just because of his disdain for the Patriots. And Lamar picked the Seahawks, and Ryan, you see on some of the wrestling videos, he picked the Seahawks. I'm gonna go with the trend, and I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. And the reason I'm picking the Seahawks is I feel like the Seahawks are a better team all around. I wouldn't say they have the greatest offense in the league. Are they going to be as do they have the firepower like the Patriots do? I wouldn't say that, but they're balanced enough to where they could win this game. I feel like a lot of times, especially recently, the best teams have won. The best combination of offense, defense, and special teams has been the main thing to win you a Super Bowl. So I feel like, and I don't know how the Patriots are going to do against a good defense. The last time they played against a good defense, they didn't fare too well because they were down 14 points twice against the Ravens, who also have a good defense. And I don't think the Seahawks, if they get up 14 points, they're not going to let that slip away. So I'm going with the Seahawks to get the repeat, which is not something I really want to see because I kind of want that to just be, it's a special thing. So I would like to see the Ravens do it before anybody else does it. As far as recently, but I can only hope. But Casey, who's your Super Bowl pick?
I'm gonna pick the adorable puppies in the Puppy Bowl, because that's gonna be a much better game. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks. The only thing I really worry about is Sherman, because I know he got hurt in the last game. I think it was his shoulder, and also I guess his girlfriend is supposed to be delivering their child around probably that day. So I don't know where his mind's really gonna be, because she told him to play. He wants to play, but when you're having a kid being born, you're no matter how ready you're gonna be, you're not gonna be fully in the game. So that's the only thing I would worry about them. I think they could go out and beat the Patriots.
Well, Richard Sherman said that his child is going to be a good young man and he's going to stay in there. So, we don't need to worry about the child coming out. He's going to be a good young, obedient young man. What Richard Sherman said.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, but Seahawks, because I don't want either team but the Seahawks.
Can we have a draw? All right, Andrew. Thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, both the teams playing in the Super Bowl didn't do too hot on the road all year. So I think it's going to be an adjustment for both teams to not play at home. I also think the Patriots will win this game, or at least I hope. Uh, I think that Tom Brady is a more posed quarterback than Russell Wilson, regardless of the deflated balls or whatever he has to deal with. And yeah, I think that the Patriots winning would sum up a pretty good NFL season.
Casey does not look happy.
You can leave.
And for the record, if it was the Colts, I would have still picked the AFC. I wouldn't have picked the NFC. If that helps any, Casey.
It helps. You can go to the door. You don't have to leave. You can go to the door.
All right, so there's your Super Bowl picks. Comment your Super Bowl picks because that's important. It's tomorrow. It's always an exciting game. If you're a Seahawks fan or a Patriots fan, I know the excitement has probably been building throughout the week.
Or a commercial fan.
Or what?
Or a commercial fan.
Oh yeah, or a commercial fan. Maybe if you teach an advertising class or something, you may be really, really into the Super Bowl for that reason. If you're a Katy Perry fan, obviously, you'll be ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh boy.
I think the main proponent that's missing though, there's no Rick Ross at this Super Bowl, and that's an issue. It's an issue. So
he's out there eating pears.
They're gonna have to get Rick Ross at some sort of halftime. You know what? This is how it's gonna happen. Rick Ross is gonna do the halftime show, and of course the Ravens are gonna win because Rick Ross has been my favorite rapper, and the Ravens winning. It's just gonna go together, It'll be a perfect Super Bowl for me. But Super Bowl is an exciting time. It really is. It's exciting regardless of who's in it. And sometimes, you're upset that your team's not in it, but it's the biggest game of the year. It's when everybody's watching, even if they know nothing about football. So it's a fun time. But Andrew, I'll let you leave your closing remarks about any excitement you're having in life for Super Bowl times.
No, I'm just excited to see a good end to the season, and expect to see all the viewers back for the. I guess we'll do some preseason videos, maybe. The NFL season will be back before you know it, and hopefully a lot of cool things will happen in the off season.
Yep. All right, Casey. Any thoughts? Saying goodbye to the viewers for a little. Well, football-wise, saying goodbye to the viewers for a little bit.
Yeah. Are we doing basketball? Because I know we were talking about it.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff. I just got to figure out what exactly we shall do.
Okay. Well, follow me on Twitter. I am doing a silent protest. Just in case Roger Goodell, he could decide, within the next couple hours, that the Patriots are disqualified, and the Colts, because the Colts are ready. We're always ready. We can just jump right in the game. We're fine. It was just one game we were kind of off. It's cool. But if you want to tweet him, you can do that. Help us out. But yeah, hopefully some exciting stuff does come with the off season. A lot of times it does, trades, different things like that. And then obviously with the draft is always exciting. And then preseason, which will tell us, how our team's doing, how our teams are going to be.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Super Bowl tomorrow. It'd be fun. I think the off season's gonna be fun. See who gets drafted. See how they do next year. Kind of seeing what Johnny Manziel, if he decides to improve or not. Kind of maybe grow up a little bit too, and maybe get him a spot. I'm interested to see the Browns quarterback situation, just because I'm a big time Brian Hoyer guy. Yes, sir,
Prediction.
Brian Hoyer.
Prediction.
Huh?
Marcus Mariota will be a member of the Cleveland Browns next year.
No, come on, no, come on, Brian Hoyer, come on. But you know, I'm a big time fan of football, and I'm excited. I feel like the off season is gonna bring some exciting stuff. Um, Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, guys like that, seeing what they're gonna do next year. It's gonna be very interesting, and also seeing those guys who we feel like maybe have tapered off a little bit, see what they're gonna do. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited. So follow me on Twitter if you'd like. It's right there. I got the hang of it now. I got the hang of it. It's right there at Beast Mode 16100. I will talk to you about whatever you'd like to talk about. We can talk about football. We can talk about how good the Ravens are because we know that they the team. They them boys. Cause you trying to act like the Colts are a team or something. No. But I do think that the best team will win tomorrow. So yeah.
The best team isn't playing though.
Yeah, the best team didn't make the playoffs at all.
You talking about the Jaguars or what? Come on.
Hey, you know who we're talking about?
The Raiders. Where's
The
the
Raiders, baby. The Raiders. Oh yeah.
Oh, what a great way to end this video with the Raiders. Yes. But guys, we'll see you guys next year. We'll see you guys for some basketball stuff as well.
Right.
And the Raiderade. We'll see you guys for the Raiderade as well. Make sure you taste the Raiderade before you throw it away. But we'll see you guys later. Peace.